The Galactic Council had convened in the crystalline chambers of Zentha Prime. 1,000 species gathered, each representing eons of evolution, intellect, and tradition. From the multi-brained Zalari to the time-bending Orcs, every delegate wore an expression of smug certainty until the humans arrived. Not with a greeting, not with apologies for being late, but with a ship. A vessel tore through slipspace, like a blade through silk. The Council's sensors, some older than human civilization, howled with warnings, unable to compute what they were witnessing. The Starship, later designated as Valkyrie 1, broke every known law of interstellar travel. It dropped out of warp directly above the Council's planetary orbits, something no species had ever attempted. Inside the chamber, Ambassador T. Law of the Valari gasped. Impossible. No ship can survive a zero-buffer re-entry from that speed. They should have vaporized. Apparently, the human delegate, Dr. Alya Ren, said with a half-smile, "We missed that memo." Murmurs turned to outcry. Protests rose from species who prided themselves on being the builders of the galaxy's most advanced propulsion tech. The Threxians, known for their light-speed gliders, demanded an investigation. The Calculari, who thought in quantum tessellations, declared it a hoax. But then the Council's central AIA, neutral entity, older than most stars, spoke in its cold monotone. Confirmed, human vessel Valkyrie 1 has achieved transit at 7.91 times current galactic warp standard. No violations of physics detected. Classification unprecedented. The chamber went silent. For the first time in centuries, silence ruled the Council. Back on Earth, Captain Reza Malik stood at the helm of Valkyrie 1. He had once been a test pilot flying atmospheric jets. Now, he commanded the fastest object in recorded galactic history. "What's the mood on Zentha?" he asked, sipping coffee while orbiting the Council's homeworld like a hawk. "Some are fainting. Some are panicking," said his engineer, Yui Tanaka, laughing. One Valeri diplomat asked if we'd made a deal with black hole gods. Reza smirked. Let them guess. The ship was more than fast. It was human. Built in underground bunkers, developed without alien interference, powered by something called a singularity weave drive, a concept no Council species had even conceived. Where others relied on crystal harmonics and gravitational sails, humans had forced the universe to bend. Because humanity had never been invited to the Council's top technology-sharing protocols. Because humanity had been called a death world species with reckless tendencies. Because humanity didn't wait for permission, they built anyway. In the chambers below, the Council tried to recover their authority. "This technology must be surrendered," declared Chancellor Korvax of the Threxians. "The balance of power must be preserved." Dr. Wren, ever calm, leaned forward. Preserved for who? The question cut through centuries of dominance. Species who had laughed at humanity's late arrival now looked uneasy. The humans had come into space less than 400 years ago. Now they were faster than everyone combined. The Council demanded schematics. Humanity declined. The Council demanded oversight. Humanity offered a tour under strict supervision. When the Council threatened sanctions, humanity responded with a live test. Valkyrie 1 jumped from Council orbit to Earth and back. In 4 minutes. It was no longer a negotiation. It was a statement. Behind the scenes, species whispered, they came from a death world, this was inevitable. They survived radiation, gravity, war, and now they've mastered space. If they built this in secret, what else are they hiding? But the truth was simpler. Humanity got tired of being underestimated. While the galaxy debated ethics and protocols, humans built engines that bled space-time. While others focused on maintaining equilibrium, humans focused on survival. And then, on speed. Later, Reza stood before the Council, brought in for a symbolic ceremony. "Why did you build this?" asked a curious Okai diplomat, her eyes shifting through timelines. Riza didn't blink. "Because every time someone told us we couldn't, we did." "And now?" she asked. He looked around at the gathered elite. "Now we're not asking anymore." The council eventually recognized Valkyria 1 as the fastest vessel in existence. But in hushed corridors, they admitted something else. Humanity had entered a new era, not as students of the galaxy, but as its challengers. And somewhere, deep in the void between galaxies, Valkyrie 2 was already under construction. Because humans didn't just build fast ships, they built legacies.